I thought I told you I had an important business meeting at work tomorrow. I also told you to get my nice three-piece suit taken to the dry cleaner so that I could wear it tomorrow for the meeting. Did you get that done like I told you to?
Wait, what? Your three-piece suit? I don't remember you talking about it at all. I'm pretty sure you never told me about this. I haven't taken anything to the dry cleaners today.
Oh my god, not again. I really can't believe it. How could you forget about it again? I'm really glad that I double-checked with you right now. It would have been a disaster if I found out about this tomorrow. You're really such a useless wife. Why did I decide to choose to get married to a woman like you?
I'm so sorry. What do you want me to do about it? I think it's too late to take it to the dry cleaners if you want to wear it tomorrow. Do you not have another suit that you can wear to the meeting?
I'm not wearing a different suit to the meeting. The three-piece suit is the one that I want to wear. It's your job to solve this problem. This never would have happened if you hadn't forgotten it in the first place. Hurry up and take it to the dry cleaners right this moment. Beg them to if you have to. I need that three-piece suit by tomorrow.
Okay, fine. I'll start heading to the shop right now. There's no need for you to be so angry about it. Also, did you really tell me about this at all? I really don't remember talking to you about this. When was it that we had this conversation? Which room did we have the conversation in?
Are you serious? Do you really not remember? I told you to clean my suit when I handed it to you yesterday when I got back from work.
Wait, hold on a minute. You tidied up your suit by yourself yesterday. You never gave it to me after work. Recently, you've been telling me to not touch any of your belongings. I wouldn't go against orders by taking the suit from your room by myself. I haven't been anywhere near your suits in the past few weeks.
Are you really sure about that? I'm pretty sure that I gave it to you after work. It sounds like you're trying to make up excuses to cover up the mistake that you made. How about you just admit that you forgot what I told you to do?
Why should I have to admit to something that I didn't do? I promise you that you never told me to take your suits to the dry cleaners. Also, if you wanted me to do that, you need to ask me much earlier. Sometimes it takes a couple days for the shop to clean your suits. There's no way it's going to be cleaned and ready for tomorrow. You should know this by now.
Well, it's your job to do something about it. Find a way to get my three-piece suit cleaned by tomorrow. I don't care how you do it, just get it done. This is an order. You better listen to me. I am not going to forgive you if it doesn't get cleaned for tomorrow.
I'm really sorry, but I don't think it's possible. I'll try to do my best.
You really are so useless. I give up. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to have a nice three-piece suit to wear tomorrow. The business meeting is going to fail completely. It's all your fault. I'm going to blame everything on you when it all goes badly.
Wait, what? Are you seriously saying that? You're acting like such a child now. I doubt that the business meeting is going to go badly just because I didn't take your suit to the dry cleaner. I really don't understand why I should be blamed for it.
You don't understand why? You really are dumb, aren't you? Also, stop calling me a child. I always wear my nice three-piece suit during important business meetings. It's kind of like a good charm for me. All my past business meetings have been successful, all thanks to the suit.
I think you're putting too much faith in that three-piece suit. It's just an item of clothing. It's nothing more than that. The business meetings have been successful because of your abilities. It shouldn't matter what you're wearing.
I know that I'm a very capable and successful businessman already. I still want to wear that three-piece suit to my meetings. It's a sign of good luck for me. You really are so useless. I also hate the fact that you talk back to me so often. Katie never made mistakes like this. She was so much more useful compared to you.
Are you really comparing me to Katie again? You seem to bring up your ex-wife's name a lot these days. I only talk back to you because you accuse me of things that I didn't do wrong.
You're just scared to admit your own mistakes. I only talk about Katie often because you're a complete failure compared to her.
It might be true that I'm not very good at doing the housework. I agree with that. I still don't think that's a valid reason to compare me to your ex-wife. I really don't like being compared to her. It makes me feel really worthless. I'm not the same kind of woman as her.
I'm saying it to make you feel worthless. I hope that you use it as motivation to improve yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You really need to improve on all aspects of being my wife. You should start by listening to my orders. I also think that you should stop talking back to me so much. You really need to show me more respect.
Hey Kyle, are you still not gonna come home? It's getting pretty late now. Where are you and what are you doing? I'm starting to get a little worried.
Are you seriously asking me that? I don't need to answer you. You can't even do the housework properly. You don't deserve to know where I am or what I'm doing. Don't you dare try to restrict my actions.
That's not what I was trying to say at all. I was just wondering when you were planning to come home. I made some dinner for both of us and I was waiting for you to come home to eat together. It's past 10 p.m. and you haven't even sent me a single text telling me that you're coming home late. I just wanted to check if you were okay. There's no need for you to be so mad about it.
I see, so that's why you sent me these texts. There's no need for you to worry about me. I don't recall telling you to wait for me to eat dinner. Why don't you just eat your own portion if you're gonna get angry about it? You're really such a selfish person. I never told you to wait for me in the first place. Just eat by yourself if you're that hungry.
I wasn't being angry at you. Why do you keep on twisting my words? The last time you came home late at night, you were mad at me because I'd eaten dinner without waiting for you. That's why I've been waiting for you to come home today. I wanted to eat dinner with you. I didn't want you to be mad at me for eating without you again.
So you're trying to blame this all on me again. You're really unbelievable. How about you own up to your own mistakes for once? Katie never would have talked back to me like this. She was such a great wife compared to you.
You're talking about her again. I thought that I told you I didn't like hearing about her. She has nothing to do with this.
I have to talk about her because you're so useless. You need to aspire to be more like Katie. She would always listen to all my orders without any complaints at all. She was just the perfect wife. Why aren't you able to be more like her? You're a woman and almost the same age as her.
I can't believe that you could say that to me. Women aren't just robots that listen to everything that you say. I'm not the same as her because every woman is different. We all have different personalities and traits that make us very unique. We all grew up in different places and different environments. We have different parents and different upbringings. It's just not possible for me to be exactly like Katie. How do you not understand this?
I really made a huge mistake marrying you. I never would have gone through with this marriage if I knew it would end up like this.
Wait, what did you just say to me? Do you not care about my feelings at all? Does that mean that you want to get a divorce from me then?
I never said that. You need to stop over-exaggerating things that I say. Fine, I guess I'll come home then. If you're gonna get this angry, I may as well come back home.
So now you're coming home all of a sudden. What do you want me to do?
I'm telling you that I'll come home and eat dinner with you. Just wait for me.
How much longer do you think it's going to take for you to come home?
I think it's gonna take around an hour for me to get home.
An hour? Why would it take you so long to get back home from work? It's only a 30-minute drive, right? I thought that you just said you were going to start heading home right away. Why is it going to take you double the amount of time to come back home? I thought that you were still at work. Where are you right now?
Well, of course I'm at work. I'm working overtime right now. I've been working so hard for hours and I still haven't finished everything that I wanted to get done. Yeah, that's why I can't come home right now. Are you trying to make me leave work without finishing everything? I can't believe you're making false accusations again.
I didn't mean it like that. It's just that I'm starting to get tired now. I'm not going to wait for you if you're coming home really late. I'm going to eat by myself and then I'm going to start getting ready to sleep. I'll leave the meal that I made in the microwave. You can reheat it yourself when you get home. Is that okay?
Are you serious? Of course it's not okay. I just told you that I'm coming straight back home. Why are you not gonna wait for me? I'm your husband. I've been working hard all day and you're not even gonna be awake when I come home. This is why I think you're such a failure of a wife.
What is wrong with you? You keep telling me completely different things. Please make up your mind already. I've been waiting around for you for hours now. You didn't even tell me that you were going to be this late. Do you really expect me to still keep waiting for you?
The wife should be doing everything possible to support her husband. You should be cooking the dinner so it's ready just before I get home. I don't want to be eating reheated food. Why don't you clean the house or something if you have nothing to do? Please, just try be more useful. You're a terrible wife already. Don't try become even worse.
Okay, I guess I'll clean the house then.
Anna, what the hell is this lunch that you made for me? Isn't this just leftovers from yesterday's dinner?
Yes, it is. Is there something wrong with it?
Of course there's something wrong. Are you dumb or something? How do you not realize that you've done something wrong? Are you really trying to make me eat the same thing 2 days in a row? When did I ever tell you that's acceptable? You shouldn't be slacking like this.
I thought you'd be happy about it. You kept on complimenting yesterday's dinner that I made. You told me it tasted so good. I also asked you yesterday if it would be okay if I put the leftovers in your lunch today. You told me that it would be completely fine. That's why I put yesterday's leftovers in your lunch today.
What are you talking about? I would never say anything like that. I expect you to make a fresh new meal every single day.
But you did say that to me. I remember you telling me that very clearly. You said that you were happy you could eat the same thing 2 days in a row. You told me to make sure that I put the leftovers in your lunch today.
Show me proof if you're so sure about it.
Are you really asking for proof? Isn't it obvious that I wouldn't have any proof? It's not like I'm constantly recording our everyday conversations.
So you're telling me that you have no evidence? That means that I didn't say that to you yesterday. I didn't want leftovers in my lunch today.
I can't prove it, but you definitely told me that it would be okay.
Well, you can't seem to prove it. Katie never would have done such a terrible thing to me. She would always make me new food for lunch every day. She never used any leftovers at all. She always made me a new lunch every single day. The food in my lunch would be different every single day.
That's only because she was a housewife, right? I work a full-time job as well as doing all the housework. I don't have as much time as her. I definitely don't have the time to be making complex lunches and dinners every single day.
Are you not embarrassed to be making so many excuses like that? Katie was so much younger than you and never made so many complaints and excuses.
Her being younger than me has nothing to do with this. She didn't work, and that's why she had more time to make lunch and dinner for you every day. Stop comparing us. Our situations are completely different.
Everything that comes out of your mouth is an excuse. Also, there's no way I would ever say that the food you made tasted good. Stop making up so many lies to me.
I'm not making up any lies. You really did say that the dinner I made yesterday was really good.
I would never say that about the food that you made. You're such a useless wife. You suck at doing the housework and can't even cook the food properly. Stop being so arrogant just because you work. Your main job is to do the housework and support me. That's what a woman should be doing. Unfortunately, you're really bad at doing both.
I can't believe that you think of women like that. I'm really shocked that you think that way of me.
Katie was the complete opposite of you and was such a great wife. All the housework would be done by the time that I got home, and she would cheerfully welcome me back home. All the food that she made tasted amazing as well. She was such a wonderful wife to have.
I've had enough of all this.
Why are you so angry all of a sudden?
Is it really that fun for you to compare me to your ex-wife like this? I thought that I already told you that I really don't like it. Why did you even get a divorce from her if she was such a wonderful wife? Why did you decide to get married to me if you thought I was this much of a failure?
Well, I really had no choice. Katie wasn't able to become pregnant. Her doctor said that her body would be unable to become pregnant naturally. My mom and dad weren't happy about that because they really wanted to have grandchildren. They kept on pressuring her when they knew that she was unable to have children. Well, Katie became really stressed out because of that. That's why we had to get a divorce.
Why does that lead to a divorce? You should have stood up to your parents. You should have protected your wife at all costs. You could have told your parents that you didn't need to have children. You couldn't even stand up to your own parents for your wife? How pathetic. All you can do is listen to what your parents say? That's really embarrassing. It shows just how weak you really are.
Did you really just call me weak?
Yeah, I did. What are you going to do about it? I never would have gotten married to you if I knew that you were Katie's ex-husband.
Why would that matter at all? It shouldn't matter who my ex-wife is. That has nothing to do with who you decide to get married to.
Actually, it matters a lot in this case. Someone that would marry a woman like Katie must be a huge idiot. She's not actually the cute and bubbly girl that she pretends to be. That's all just an act that she puts up.
What are you talking about? She's not that kind of person. She's so cute and a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah, you're being tricked by her. That's not really who she is. I've told you before, but I used to go to the same university as her. She always pretended to be a really nice girl when talking to guys. She treated other girls terribly when there were no guys around. I think she was one of the most hated people in our university. At least all the girls around me hated her.
Are you sure about that? I find that really hard to believe. I thought that she had a great personality.
That's all just a lie. It sounds like you were one of the victims of her acting skills. She always used to show her true self when she was with other girls. She actually has a terrible personality and really looks down on everyone else.
Oh, you're just lying. There's no way any of that is true. I refuse to believe that she actually has a bad personality.
I can't understand why you don't want to believe me. All the guys at the university also thought that she had a great personality. She was just really good at hiding her true self. There were always so many rumors going around about her too. She would sleep around with so many different guys. There were even rumors of her dating one of the professors at the university. She managed to get really good grades in only the classes taught by that professor.
That's enough. I want you to stop making up stories about her. There's no way any of what you just said is true. She's a loyal and lovely girl.
I'm not making anything up. That's just the kind of woman she is. You've been tricked by her this entire time. Well, I can understand why, though. You actually share many similarities with her after all.
I'm not gonna forgive you for saying all of this to me. You have no right to be talking to me in this tone.
Actually, I have every right to say what I want to you. I've had to endure you ordering me around and telling insults to me all this time. I think I deserve to talk back to you for once. I also know that you've been seeing Katie pretty often recently. I know about it all.
Wait, what? I'm not sure what you're talking about at all.
There's no point trying to lie about this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're cheating on me with Katie, right?
What? How do you know about that? Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to say that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop making fake accusations like that.
You know that I'm not making false accusations. You know that what I'm saying is the truth. I actually have plenty of evidence. I decided to hire a detective with my own savings, and he's been following you around for a while now.
Wait, what? You hired a detective? How could you do such a thing to me? You don't actually have any evidence on me, do you?
All the overtime work that you've been doing is a lie, right? The business trip that you supposedly went on last week was a lie as well. You were with Katie the entire time. I finally understand the reason why you kept on bringing her name up in our conversations recently. It's because you've been seeing her so often. Your brain must be so small.
I can't believe that you would hire a detective on me. I'm your husband. We're meant to be able to trust each other. How could you do such a thing to me?
I should be the one saying that to you. You're the one that's been breaking the trust by cheating on me this entire time. How could you do such a thing to me? It makes so much more sense for me to be saying this to you in this situation. We've only been married to each other for 6 months. How could you be cheating on me already?
I didn't have a choice. I had to do this. Katie told me that she missed me and that she couldn't forget about me. She was the one who texted me first. I couldn't just ignore her.
So you had to cheat on me because she sent you a text? Do you not have any morals at all? Do you even know what it means to get married to someone? You really are so dumb. Your brain must be so tiny.
Now stop insulting me like that. It's hurting my feelings.
Normal people don't cheat on their wife just because they got a text from their ex-wife. There was no need for you to start dating her again. If you really want to get back together with her, you should have discussed it with me first. We should have gotten a divorce if you wanted to start seeing her again.
So you're telling me that you would have been happy to get a divorce if I had discussed it with you first?
Yeah, I would have been happy to get a divorce from you. I wouldn't want to stay married to a guy that still had feelings for his ex-wife. I wish you would have discussed it with me. I could have been free from you by now.
You better stop getting ahead of yourself. I'm not going to forgive you for talking so arrogantly towards me. You're just my housekeeper. You need to shut up and get all the housework done.
What did you just call me? Just a housekeeper. You do know that I'm meant to be your wife, right?
To be completely honest with you, I've never really thought of you as my wife before.
Are you serious about that?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. You're just someone that does all my housework for me. I had nobody to do the housework after I'd gotten divorced from Katie. That's why I decided to get married to you. The only reason I married you was because I needed someone to do my housework for me. I never loved you or had any feelings towards you.
You really are the worst. Did you feel the same way about Katie? Do you only see women as someone that does your housework for you?
I didn't think this way about Katie at all. She was very special to me. She did the housework very well, but she also cared for and loved me a lot. I also loved her from the bottom of my heart. You're the complete opposite of her. You're terrible at doing the housework, and your attitude towards me is terrible. I really don't love you at all. It's pretty obvious that you don't love me either.
The reason that I don't love you is because you've been cheating on me, and because of the terrible treatment I've been receiving from you. I would have still loved you if you cared for me and didn't cheat on me.
I wonder if that's really true. It's an easy thing for you to say. I bet that you've actually been cheating on me too.
How do you even come to a conclusion like that? I am definitely not cheating on you. I would never do something like that. Stop assuming that I'm doing the exact same thing as you are.
I really wouldn't care either way, actually. Anyway, I have no need for you anymore. I'm kicking you out of my house right this moment.
You don't need to tell me that. I was planning on leaving this stupid house anyway.
Make sure you're gone before I get back from work today. I don't want to have to see you ever again.
You don't need to tell me that. I'm gonna leave as soon as possible. Hey Kyle, it's been a while.
Anna? Why are you texting me all of a sudden? What do you want from me?
Don't worry, it's nothing that important. I heard that you're gonna get remarried to Katie.
You know about that? Who did you hear that from? Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter if you know about it. Yeah, it's true. I'm getting married to Katie again.
I heard about it from one of my friends from university. So it really was true. You guys are getting married again?
Yeah, we're getting married again. We're not gonna have another wedding because it's our second time. We actually got married yesterday. The two of us are gonna start living together from today. Actually, I should say the three of us.
3? What do you mean by that?
Katie's actually pregnant right now. She's gonna give birth to our baby soon. I think she's currently around 9 months pregnant.
9 months? That must mean she became pregnant when me and you were still married.
There's no need for you to bring that up, is there? You already sued me and Katie for having an affair. We paid you a settlement fee already for all the damage that we caused to your life.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's all behind us now. You guys both paid me the settlement fee in one payment like I requested. Didn't you end up paying for Katie's fee as well? That must have been most of your savings. Are you sure that you're going to have the money to raise a child? You do know that raising a child is very expensive.
That's none of your business at all. Stop trying to poke your nose into our lives. I work for a very prestigious company. I also managed to get a huge promotion just before I got divorced from you. I received a large increase in my salary. We're gonna be perfectly fine raising a child.
That's great to hear. I'm glad that you guys are going to have the money to raise the baby.
Why are you being so nice to me? Do you want to get married to me again? Oh, you miss me, right? I'm sorry, but that's not possible. Katie is my wife now. I'm never gonna betray her.
I don't want to get married to you again, and I definitely don't miss you. Stop saying random things like that.
I must be so attractive. Both my ex-wives have texted me after getting a divorce. I know that you want to marry me again. That's why you texted me, right?
That's not the reason at all. I'm only texting you to tell you the truth about Katie.
The truth about Katie? What in the world are you talking about?
The child in her stomach isn't your child. She didn't become pregnant with you.
Wait, what? Now stop making up lies like that. She told me that she was pregnant with my child. She would never lie to me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I'm pretty sure that the father of the child isn't you.
Oh, stop making things up just because you're angry at me for getting a divorce from you. Where's the evidence that it isn't my child then? Show me the proof.
Go and check her Instagram if you don't believe me. It looks like she had multiple boyfriends when she first found out that she was pregnant. You were only one of the guys that she was seeing. I'm not 100% sure that it isn't your child. It just seems very likely that someone else is the father.
That can't be true. She told me that I was the only guy that she was seeing. I'm not gonna believe someone like you.
There's no way she was telling you the truth. I told you that she was a woman that can't really be trusted. She's always been a huge liar. She also didn't get back together with you because she loves you. It's for another reason. She only took interest in you because of the great job that you managed to get. You joined your new company right after you got married to me, right?
Oh, that is definitely not true. I know that she loves me. Why do you even think that? Show me some proof. I don't think Katie even knew about the fact that I had started working for a new company.
You really are dumb, aren't you? Try to think about the time when she first got back in contact with you. She probably messaged you right after you got your new job. Didn't you think that the timing was kind of strange?
Yeah, I guess that's true. It probably was just a huge coincidence. You're reading in it too much.
It's really true. She only decided to get in contact with you again after hearing about the new job that you got.
How did she even find out that I'd gotten a new job? I didn't tell her about it.
Katie's really good at stalking people on the internet. She found out about your new job from one of your social media pages.
How could that even be possible? I thought all my accounts were set on private.
She probably made a fake account and followed you or something. It's not a difficult thing to do at all. She realized that you gotten a much higher salary job compared to when you were married to her. That's why she decided to get in contact with you again. She was only after the money.
Do you really think that's true? If it really is true, then I'm so shocked to hear that. I didn't think that Katie would only be after me for my money.
From what I heard, it sounds like she had many other boyfriends at the time. She went after all the men that were very rich. I guess money is all she really cared about.
Is that really true? I'm finding it hard to believe that Katie would do such a thing.
It's all very true. There's really no reason for me to lie to you about this. I'll send you a link to her second Instagram account if you don't believe me. You can check it yourself.
Well, even if she was targeting lots of different men, she ended up choosing me, right? I was the one that she ended up getting married to in the end. That must mean that she loves me the most, right?
You're kinda correct in a way. She loves your job title and salary the most. That's why she chose you. You're a higher up in a very prestigious company after all.
She decided to marry me because of my job title?
Yeah, pretty much. Katie also had no intention of getting pregnant. That just happened by accident. She didn't even know who the father was. That's why she chose to get married to you. You had the most stable job and you were the easiest one to pick. You're so gullible.
What are you talking about? I'm not an easy trick. I'm definitely not gullible.
All the other guys knew what kind of person Katie really was. None of them saw her as a serious relationship. You were the only one that was willing to have a serious relationship with her. You never doubted her for a single moment.
I wanted to have a serious relationship because she was so kind and trustworthy. She's also great at cooking and does the housework very well.
Yeah, you're being tricked by her. I heard that she would invite her mom over to clean the house every week. That's why you thought she was good at doing the housework.
Are you serious?
Her mom also did all the cooking. Katie would make her mom prepare meals for the entire week. All Katie did was reheat them. You never noticed because you don't open the fridge yourself.
I really can't believe this. I had no idea she was tricking me like this.
You weren't actually complimenting Katie's cooking and housework skills at all. All of it was done by her mom. You were complimenting her mom's skills all this time. I think that's so funny. Maybe you should marry Katie's mom.
I just don't know what to say. I'm a little overwhelmed by everything that you've just told me.
Apparently, Katie still doesn't know who the father of her child is. I guess there's a small chance that you could really be the father. I still think it's pretty unlikely from what I've heard. She was seeing a lot of different guys at the time. You can ask her about it in more detail.
Why did you decide to tell all of this to me? I would have been able to live a happy life with Katie if I hadn't heard any of this.
This is my revenge for everything that you did to me. Did you really think that I'd just forgiven you for the terrible way you treated me? I was never planning on letting you guys become a happy family. I endured so much pain and sadness when I was married to you. I was dead set on making you feel the same way as I did. I really want you to suffer in your new marriage.
I can't believe that you would do this to me.
You actually don't have to believe me at all if you don't want to. It's just that I'm pretty sure that you know what I said to you is all true. You probably felt something was a little wrong, right? You're gonna have to live the rest of your life doubting Katie. You're never gonna be able to completely trust her. You totally deserve this. I would definitely recommend that you guys get a DNA test for the child when it's born. I would love to be there to see the results. Anyway, gotta get going now. Goodbye forever.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. You can't just leave me like this. Tell me everything that you know about Katie. I don't think I can trust her anymore. Wait, why aren't you replying to me? Oh, stop ignoring me like this. Anna.
Katie ended up admitting to everything once Kyle asked her about it. She told him how she'd been seeing many different guys before they got remarried. They ended up getting a DNA test for the child, and Kyle wasn't the father. Kyle immediately asked to get a divorce from her, but Katie refused his request. Apparently they're still married to each other, but they don't get along well at all. Kyle sent me multiple texts asking to get married to him again. It was starting to get really annoying, so I ended up blocking him completely. I'm currently living by myself in a nice apartment room that I rented out after I got divorced from Kyle. I'm really enjoying my current life. It is heaven compared to the life I was living when I was married to Kyle. I also feel like I'm ready to get back into the dating scene. I hope I can find a better guy this time round. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
think we discussed this a bit yesterday, but I wanted to run this by you again. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm going to stop by Dad's hospital at some point today to visit him. I guess he's not doing too well. I left some lunch in the fridge. Make sure to take it out and warm it up whenever you get hungry.
Got it. I'll make sure to do that. You don't really have to worry about me, you know? You've got a lot going on. I appreciate you very much, though. You do so much for me.
Sorry, I know I've been going to visit him often. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be with you at all.
Don't worry about it. I know your dad isn't doing that well. You need to be there for him as much as possible.
Yeah, he's not doing that great. It's hard seeing him like this. I keep picturing the dad I knew when I was growing up. His doctor has been saying that it's best to prepare ourselves mentally. They're not sure how long he'll last. They were saying that he's somewhat stable at the moment, but that could change at any moment.
Gosh, I don't want to hear that. In more than one way, really. I feel bad for him. He must be suffering. I know mentally he must be going through it too.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to describe it. It hurts because we can't do anything about it. As much as I want to, there's nothing that I can do.
Yeah, not being able to help out is really hard. I'm lucky that my parents are still healthy. Wasn't your dad saying that cancer runs in your family? I wonder if it runs in my family too. There's a chance that you might get cancer too at some point. Have you thought about that?
Come on, don't talk like that, especially with everything going on. Can't you tell that's rude?
Gosh, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be insensitive or anything. It was just a joke. Don't take me so seriously. I'm just trying to brighten up your day.
What kind of joke is that? This is not the time to be joking around. Plus, there's nothing funny about something like that. You know my dad is literally on his deathbed. Just be careful what you say around me now.
Come on, calm down. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You know I'd never want to hurt you. You've been so down in the dumps lately. I just wanted to cheer you up. I want to be here for you. But don't get all sensitive on me. We've had enough of that around here.
I'm not being all sensitive. I just don't think that you should joke around about a serious condition like cancer. You know that my dad is suffering so much now and how important he is to me.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. My parents are still doing surprisingly well. I'd feel better if something were to happen to them, actually.
What? What are you talking about? Why would you say something like that?
Well, because look at you now. You are always there with your father, at his side. You're doing the right thing for your father by being there with him. He needs as much support as possible now. So you'll be able to look after my parents. Best of both worlds.
It doesn't really work like that, you know? You need to be there for your parents when and if they get ill. My parents mean something very different to me than what your parents mean to me.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Wouldn't it be natural if you'd look after my parents too? They are your parents-in-law. They've been so caring and considerate of you over the years.
You do have a point, but it's still very different.
I can't believe you're refusing to take care of them. How can you be so heartless? That hurts. It really does.
What do you mean, heartless? I'm being no such thing. I never said I wouldn't do it. I just said that it would be a good idea if you took the initiative. You need to show that you love them. Isn't that your responsibility?
No way. There's no way I could do that. I'm not built like that at all. I'd have no idea what to do. There's so much that I wouldn't be able to do. You even work at the hospital. You have the experience someone needs to take care of sick people. It's your speciality.
Well, yeah, that's technically true, but...
Oh well, it's not like we have to think about this right now. My parents are thankfully still doing good. Don't just take any of this to heart. I was just throwing it out there.
Well, okay. I guess you're right. I need to keep an open mind as well.
So, you're gonna be late again tonight, right? I'll grab some takeout dinner again tonight. Not sure what I'm feeling like yet. You should stop by your parents' house and grab something to eat with your mother.
Where do you think you'll eat out tonight?
Not sure, but probably one of the usual places. Maybe that one bar we go to a lot. They have some really good burgers.
Yeah, that's right. That actually sounds really good now. Alrighty, well, I have a few things to take care of now. Hope you have a great night and enjoy your dinner. I'll try to get home as soon as possible, though. I'm exhausted.
Great. Don't worry about it too much. Just be safe.
Just make sure you don't drink too much. I know what happens when you have one too many.
Yes, I know. Hey, Deborah. Don't worry about dinner for me tonight. Something came up again, and I'll be home late.
How come? You need to stop doing this to me.
I think I might stop by my parents' place. My mom's been worried about all you're going through. I'll let her know things are okay. She said that you're doing your best considering the situation with your dad and all. And that maybe you should spend as much time at home while your dad is still alive. It sounds like a good idea to me. I mean, we have no idea when he's gonna kick it, right?
Wait a second. What did you just say? Are you freaking serious? Why would you say something like that?
Oh, crap. I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, that's not what I meant. I just meant to say until he's all better.
How does someone make a mistake like that? You need to be careful about what you say.
Oh, come on. I didn't even mean it like that. You know I didn't. Stop being so sensitive about everything. Not everything is an attack or meant to hurt you.
You better not let those words come out of your mouth again.
Geez, you don't have to get so angry, but I get it. I'm really sorry. Hey, do you think it'd be alright for me to stay with my folks for a little bit?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be alright? You never asked permission to go visit them before. What about all your stuff? Don't you need your clothes for work?
I can stop by and pick it up on the way. There shouldn't be too much I need anyway. Or I was thinking maybe I can just go straight to work from their house. I have some of my stuff there anyway. You're going through a lot right now, so it might be better to give you some space. You won't have to worry about or even cook for me at least for a little while. Don't you think that might do you a bit of good?
Well, I guess so. I never thought about that, but I guess we can try that out.
No, that's right. Why don't you go and spend some time with your folks too? Isn't the hospital close to their house anyway? Yeah, it's definitely closer. Plus, your mother will feel a lot better with you around. You can both use the support.
I guess you're right. Thanks for thinking about me. I can't relax too much, though. I still have to get to work. Wouldn't it be weird for both of us to leave our home and just leave it without anyone there?
No, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure to lock the doors. Plus, in times like these, family is the most important thing. We should spend time with them as much as possible. I'm sorry I haven't been able to go visit your father that often either. Please, just let him know that he's in my thoughts and prayers. I think he'll appreciate that I'm thinking about him.
I'm sure he will too, but I don't know.
Alrighty, so let's do that. So for the next week, we'll both just go and stay with our folks. Are you on board with that?
I don't know if that'll work for me, actually. There's work I have to do from home, actually. I have to log in through my work computer.
Oh, okay. Then is it still okay if I go hang out with my parents?
Sure, that's fine with me. Go do your thing. You don't have to worry about me.
Alright, so let's go with that. I'm glad you're taking it so well. I'll grab my stuff from home, then head over to my parents afterwards.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't want to bother my parents or make them extra worried about anything, so don't worry about calling me while I'm there. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to. I'll do my own thing for now, and we'll see each other soon.
Okay, sounds good to me. Well, tell your parents I say hello and not to worry too much about me. I'm okay.
I definitely will. Leave that to me. They'll be glad to hear that. Hey, what you up to over there? It's been a few days since we talked.
Not much, just staying busy, trying to get through each day. How are you doing? Are you enjoying your time back home? How are your parents?
They're good, just doing the usual parent thing. It's great coming home sometimes. I don't have much to do around here.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you deserve a rest.
How's your father doing? Is he okay? How is he holding up?
Not great. He's still in the hospital and they're running some tests to try to figure out if there's anything else they can do.
Ah, that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Thanks. I'm just really worried about him. I wish you could come with me to the hospital to visit him.
We already went over this. I don't really want to go to the hospital. It's just not my thing.
I know it's not your thing, but my dad is really important to me. He's been there for me my whole life, and I want you to be there for me now.
I understand that, but hospitals make me really uncomfortable. I just don't feel like I can do anything to help.
That's okay. You don't have to do anything. Just being there and showing support would mean a lot to me and to my dad.
I understand where you're coming from, but I just can't shake this feeling of helplessness. I don't want to go and just sit there feeling useless.
I understand how you feel, but it's not about what you can do. It's about being there for each other and supporting each other in times of need.
I know you see it that way, but for me, it's just really hard to be in a hospital. It brings back a lot of unpleasant memories from when my grandma was sick.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that hospitals were such a trigger for you. But my dad is still your father-in-law, and he's going through a tough time right now. Can't you just try to push through your discomfort for a little while to support him and me?
I don't know if I can. It's just a really tough thing for me.
I'm trying to go to the hospital as much as possible, but it's hard to juggle that and work. My mom's having a hard time with all of this. I know that mentally she's just exhausted. She's pushing herself so much. I don't want her to faint or anything from exhaustion.
Gosh, I bet she's doing more than she should. She's strong like that. But maybe she'd be better off that way.
What?
You know, it'll be hard for her to take care of everything by herself.
What the heck did you just say?
Uh...
Are you actually trying to say my mom would be better off dead too?
Well, no, that's definitely not what I meant to say. But don't you think it'd be better if she actually rested instead of running around and doing too much? Wouldn't that make you feel better if you didn't have to worry about her too?
You better watch what you say. You really need to think before you speak. Did we just talk about this the other day? I never want to hear those words like that coming from you again.
Come on. All I said before was that we got no idea whether he'll get better or not. I think that's a normal thought to have for anyone, really.
I'm sure you'd change your words if your parents were the ones that were sick. You think you'd be saying the same thing then?
I have no idea. I guess we'll never know unless that happens to my parents. I just don't want to see anyone suffering. But I think if my parents were sick, I'd hope they would suffer as little as possible.
You might feel that way, but I just can't. I would never want my parents gone, no matter what. Just please, never say anything like that to me again.
Okay, I got you. You've reminded me enough. I'm trying to work around your feelings and your schedule here, you know? You think it's okay to get mad at me?
What do you mean, work around my feelings? What's that supposed to mean? And I'm not trying to be cold or mean to you at all.
Whenever we're at home, all you do is talk about your father. It's like that is all you're focusing on. Everything just seems so heavy when we're there. Anyone in my position would want to run away for a little bit. Have you ever thought about how I'm feeling?
You're the one who decided you'd go back to your parents' house? Then you turn that around and pretend like it's my fault or something?
Honestly, I was getting a little tired of being in the same room with you. I was starting to go crazy. That's why I wanted to get out of there and visit my parents. I had to get out of there. You should understand at least that much without me having to say anything. I tried talking to you about it, but you wouldn't listen.
Why would you say that? Do you know what I'm going through now?
That's exactly what I'm referring to. I can't do this. I'm gonna be staying here for good now. Even if I do go back, you're just gonna spread your negativity around again, always getting mad or annoyed at anything I say. I don't want to walk around on eggshells like that anymore. No one deserves that. Even in my own house, having to feel all tense all the time. I don't know how I put up with it for so long.
What? Wait a minute here. You know exactly what I've been going through with my dad. You said you understood and that you'd be there for me. Now you're telling me that you want nothing to do with me? None of this makes any sense.
Sorry, baby, it's permanent now. I'm ready for us to take a long break. Our discussion here just made me realize that I can't go back with you. Your father is either going to pass away or he's going to get better, and we both know that. Just because he's sick doesn't mean you can start treating your husband like crap. I put up with too much. There's no way I can go back to living with you. It's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing for us.
What are you talking about suddenly? You never once told me about this. Are you seriously saying this now? With everything that's going on with my father?
What don't you understand? I think I'm being transparent and clear about what I'm thinking. Anyway, I've got some things to take care of now. Gotta run. I'll talk to you again later.
Wait a minute. You better answer me. We're not done yet. Will!